Yo, what's good? I'm Kendrick. Today, I'll be walking you through some forex setups I've got my eyes on. If you value clear analysis, no indicators, you're in the right place. Let's go to the chart. So, right in front of me is GBPUSD. I'll be showing you guys my thought process and I'll be breaking down the chart from top to bottom, showing you guys what I'm looking out for. As you guys know, I'm a swing trader. I tend to hold my trades for as long as I think the last time I held the trade, I held it for 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm a swing trader. I accumulate small profits as I go and I keep on adding on positions. So yeah, I'm a swing trader and this is my style. I use the approach called the top-down analysis, where I start from the higher time frame to find major opportunities and then scale to the lower time frame to trade in that direction. I trade once or twice a month and yeah, I can risk 3% to return 10%. Depending on the market condition, I aim for a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Because of the kind of trader I am, I don't get in more often. I tend to take 1 or 2 trades and I'm good. So for that fact, I aim for higher risk to reward, which the market does show and offer to me. And yeah, if you're watching this, make sure you take these trades with me. And I will be showing the after of the trade. I'll be showing how the trade went. I'll be showing the before and the after so you guys can see how everything went. I'm going to be transparent in this channel. I'm not going to post a video and then not show the what happened after. So yeah, stay tuned and grab your pen, grab your paper, on your trading accounts and let's trade. So yeah, GBPUSD, let's start. So you can see on the monthly time frame, the first thing I look out for is the trend. So what are we doing? Are we bullish or are we bearish? That's the first thing I look out for. If you're bullish, I buy, and if you're bearish, I sell. If you're consolidating, I wait. So the first thing I do when I open a chart is, first of all, what is the trend doing? And looking at GBPUSD, we are bearish as of 2021 to 2022, and we made a lower high. You are supposed to make equal lows or lower lows to continue the downtrend, because rate of a downtrend states that if you make lower lows and lower highs, we need to come and make lower lows or equal lows, at least equal lows, to continue the downtrend. But GBPUSD didn't do that. You made a lower low, made a lower high. You are supposed to make equal lows or lower lows, but we failed to do that. We broke structure and made what? Higher highs. So it's a change in trend. The trend has changed. We are no longer bearish. We are bullish. It has changed. And also another profound reason why GBPUSD is now heading to the upside is because we have broken out and retested this trend line that's been holding since God knows how long, since July 2014. So when the market was hitting this trend line, the trend line was slapping it down. Tested it again in 2021, slapped it down. We broke above it, retested it, and now we're heading to the upside. We have finally broken out of this trend line that's been holding since 2014, which kept the market bearish. We have finally broken out of it, retested it, and now we are pointing to the upside. So it's a change in trend. And if I use my Fibonacci swing low to swing high, you can see break and retest of major trend line with Fibonacci, and now we are pointing to the upside. It's a bullish, you can see a 3-shoulder monthly bullish engulfing candles. We are now pointing to the upside. So this is a clear reason why GBPUSD has changed. This is a beautiful change in trend format, which my strategy is all about. So now that we have changed in trend, we've identified that we are overall bullish. Then we go to the lower time frame. All we do is trade in that direction. So I'm through the monthly time frame. We are bullish. We have formed our bias. Now I go over to the weekly time frame to see what is happening there. So now on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, ideally, this is the time frame where I come to draw my support and resistance, but I've already done that, so there is no need of redoing it. As you guys can see, I like targeting the major points where price has tested in the past. You can see if you look past, price tested this level 2009, 2010, tested it again 2016, 17, 18, you can see 19, 20, 21, and we are en route to test it again in 2025. So these are the major key levels. I do not touch them, I leave them. They are here for 6 months plus. They'll be here till price breaks above them, then I can reassess and then draw another key level. But for now, these are my major zones. They are so powerful, and once price approach them, it will definitely react. So now that's my key level. Then in the middle of the two major zones I have drawn, I have what they call the minor level. So this minor level are what will guide me. They are the level where I would formulate my setups from. So between these two places, I calculate the 50% of these two major zones and then drop my minor level there. For example, this is the 50% of these two major zones. But in this case, it was not accurate, so I had to use my eye to find places where price have tested in the past. You can see price tested here, 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 and here. It tested it a couple times in the past, and now you've broken above it, so you probably test it before heading to the upside. So on the monthly time frame, we found out that we are bullish. On the weekly time frame, we have drawn our support and our resistance. Now on the daily time frame is where I come to formulate my setups. So we are bullish. We only look for buying opportunities. I do not take counter trend trades. I only trade with the trend because I don't like going against friction. Try swimming against the wave, you'll be crushed. That is how it is in the forex market. I do not trade against the trend. So now that we've formed our bias and we're bullish, it's simple. My strategy is very, very simple and effective. I don't have too much. You can see I don't have any indicators here. Clean price action, clean chart price action. You can see no indicators. So yeah, I believe everything in life is effective when you imply simplicity. So yeah, now that I'm through the weekly time frame with my major zones, I then go over to the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame is where I formulate my setups. And as you can see right here, we do have a trend line. If I can draw it, excuse me. If I can draw it from the outermost points, then extend it. Trend line has been broken, so we are en route to reach this minor support. So now that we've identified our trend, we are bullish, we've drawn our support and our resistance. Now I come to the daily time frame to formulate a setup. Now it's simple. This setup, I have been patiently waiting for it to form, and I will not do anything if it hasn't formed. So my plan is simple. Once we can get the bounce off of here, then I will buy this pair to the upside. Once we can get the bounce off of here, I will come over to the 4-hour time frame, draw my counter trend line this way. Once I draw the counter trend line, I won't buy here, I would wait for a bounce. That's why I say wait for a bounce. Do not buy here, because you can buy here and price will drop down and stop you out. So I would wait for a bounce here, allow it to base properly, not just a pinch, allow it to, stabilize down here. Then the 4-hour candle break above here, I will be buying. My stop loss will come here. I will be buying. My stop loss will come here on that structure, and my first level target will be here. and that is a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. So in this case, we are bagging probably 444 pips with a 100 pip stop loss. Depending, I don't know what price it's going to do yet. So when we get to that breach, we cross it. Maybe the stop loss might be lower. I don't know. I'm just giving a hypothetical example. So this is exactly how I trade. You can see I don't use any indicators, I mean. And yeah, once price comes here, bezel properly, then I'll be buying this pair to the upside. This is a nice setup, so yeah. So a quick recap on the monthly time frame. We are bullish. We've broken above this descending trend line that's been holding since 2014. We tested it and now we're pointing to the upside. Come over to the weekly time frame. I draw my support and my resistance, and also draw my minor zones where I'll be formulating my setups. Come over to the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame is where the setups really happen. So in this case, I will be waiting for a bounce. You can see a breakout and a retest of a zone. And if I can add Fibonacci, I also use Fibonacci on my trades. Because for you guys that don't know, I tend to use Fibonacci a lot. 50 and 61.8 basically measures the exhaustion of a trend. So I calculate from the swing low to the swing high. You can see how accurate Fibonacci is. I'll be waiting for a bounce off of here, bounce off of zone and Fibonacci, and then buy to the upside. So this is the setup for GBPUSD. Once the setup is ripe, I'll come here again and show you guys exactly where I entered. I will give you guys the I don't share signals, I just give my analysis. And also, do not take my analysis to gospel. I'm a forex trader like you. Anything can still happen in this market. This setup can still end up being a loss. I don't know what will happen. All I know is that I trade my edge. So yeah, once it bounce off of here and I see my entry signal, I execute 4-hour candle break. If I do not see that, I am not executing any trade. Once this trade ripes, I would come here again and inform you guys. And also on my Twitter, I'll be sharing trade setups. So if you want to be updated on that, you can check out my Twitter too. And yeah, this is GBPUSD in a nutshell. Clean, simple, and effective. Like I said earlier, I'm a swing trader, and my trade do take max 3 weeks or 2 weeks to hit take profit, because I aim for higher pips and I accumulate more pips as the trade goes on, and I keep on adding more positions. So that is how I trade. I'm not a day trader, I'm not a scalper, I'm a swing trader. I can be able to hold trades for as long as it plays on. So yeah, my approach is calm, cool, and very effective. I trade in line with the investment banks, the hedge fund managers, the institutional traders, those who move the market to improve accuracy and avoid market manipulation. So yeah, that's it. That's it. So I'll see you guys on my next screen. Yeah. Alright guys, that's it for today's section. So I'll keep on dropping setups like this, so stay connected. And if you're an investor looking to grow your capital steadily and safely, feel free to reach out. I'm open. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Peace.